G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago I flew Hong Kong to Dallas on board Cathay Pacific. That's the longest route in their network. Today I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm flying Cathay Pacific from Hong Kong to Guangzhou Baiyun, their shortest flight in their network. Flight duration about half an hour, and if we're talking about the distance, as the crow flies, it's only 82 miles. Now without further ado, let's go in and check in with Cathay. It's only 6:15 in Hong Kong. It's already hustling and bustling. In the early hours, you've got many flights departing for Asia, including our flight to Guangzhou, which is actually really popular for transit guests on long-haul overnight flights. You don't really get many people traveling just between Hong Kong and Guangzhou. It's easier to take the train. So Mum and I are starting in Hong Kong today. At Guangzhou, we've got 7 hours, and then we're going to fly China Southern to Chiang Mai, Thailand. With our Qantas Platinum status, we took advantage of Cathay first class check-in. We just dropped our beautiful suitcase for Cathay Pacific to take care of. Now it's time to go through immigration and security. It didn't take too long today, about 5 minutes to go through both. Our 7:50 AM departure for Guangzhou will leave from gate 71. It's quite far away. We're going to take the people mover. When we get off the train, we're going to visit the Pier first class lounge. United Airlines has recently announced that they're going to start flying Fifth Freedom between Hong Kong and Bangkok, as well as between Hong Kong and Ho Chi Minh City. Can't wait for that to happen. The Pier First Class Lounge is located adjacent to Gate 63. First class passengers and Oneworld Emerald members flying on Oneworld carriers can use it. We've only got half an hour to visit this lounge today, so we're going to be fast. First things first, I'm going to check out the loo. I drank too much water at security. When I say fast, I don't mean that fast. While I visited the loo, Mum already got a table at the restaurant, and she started ordering food. In the lavatory, they give you paper towels as well as hand towels. Up to you. So I just joined my mum at the restaurant, I just sat down, and I got handed a menu. So Mum chose the Western set, I chose the Chinese set. For drinks, I went for the Vitalizer. A new suitcase and first class lounge access, she can't be any more happier. Ta-da, here's my Chinese set. On the top left, we got congee, a range of condiments, 3 types of dim sum. This is barbecue pork. And then below that, we got har gow and siu mai. Har gow is shrimp dumpling. Siu mai is usually pork. This is Mum's Western set. It does look really good. She got baked beans, bacon, tomato, sausage, and also fried eggs. Here's an avocado toast. It was great to visit the Pier First Class Lounge and see familiar faces. Unfortunately, we haven't got time to sit down longer to enjoy coffee and order an oat milk flat white to take away. From the pier, it takes about 3 minutes to walk to gate number 71. Here's our aircraft today that'll take us all the way to Guangzhou. It's a 23-year-old Cathay Pacific Airbus A330-300 Bravo Hotel, Lima Papa. During the COVID-19 pandemic, in September 2020, it was stored for 3 years. It was brought back to service in October 2023. There's no premium economy on board, but there's long-haul business class. So if you're flying in business, you got a flatbed for half an hour. Boarding has begun for Oneworld Emerald members and Cathay Diamond. Mum and I were the only 2. Welcome on board Cathay A330-300 Economy Class. It is laid out in a 242 configuration. My seat today, 50A. All economy seats on all Cathay A330 look like this. I'll now quickly go through the seat features. You've got a touchscreen TV, USB port right here. Note that you can't adjust the angle of the TV, it is fixed. Below the TV, you've got storage compartment, a very useful feature on long-haul flights, a coat hook. For your tray table, you can move it back and forth and fold it in half. At the back side of the tray table is a cup holder, perfect for my takeaway coffee. Storage is never an issue when you fly Cathay Economy. Here you've got 1 large seat pocket and 3 tiny ones. Finally, here's the legroom. Not bad at all for a short haul flight. On Cathay 777 you'll get a bit more. Another great feature on Cathay A330 and A350-1000 Economy is that the seats are so thick. They're all double padded, which means more comfortable ride and greater back support. Every passenger has their own international power socket. Finally, for the seat feature, Every seat has a soft, adjustable headrest. I look like a monkey. You'll notice that there's no pillow and blankets at every seat. The cabin crew gave it to us the moment we sat down. This is their way to thank us for being one of frequent flyers. The flat white from the lounge was delicious. Boarding hasn't completed yet. Let me quickly go through the in-flight entertainment. This is Cathay older system. On A350 and some 777 you've got newer ones, but personally I prefer this old one. I find it easier to navigate, and you've got a search bar, which they've removed on the newer version. Plenty TV shows and movies to choose from, including Hollywood, Hong Kong, mainland Chinese, and a range of Indian selection. For TV you've got BBC, Disney+, HBO Max, etc. Sadly there's no live TV option on Airbus A330. Here's the flight map, it's interactive. Headphones can be found in your seat pocket. Before takeoff, the senior purser in economy class came to say hello to us. It's always a small and kind gesture which we appreciate. Flight time today is 32 minutes. You would think that for a short flight there'll be no meal service, but you can always expect more on Cathay. There might not be time to hand out food after takeoff, but there's always time before takeoff. Although it's only some snacks, no hot food, it's still greatly appreciated. We've got a cookie, a sandwich, and a bottle of water.
Welcome on board. It's to our flight to Guangzhou. We all fasten. It's a pleasure to see you again. We're looking forward to taking care of you today. The safety is very important to us, and we have attention for safety demonstration. Thank you.
Should the delay be prolonged? Once airborne, our flight time is just under 40 minutes. Again, due to the weather, there is a chance that the seatbelt signs will remain on for the duration of the flight. So should you wish to use the lavatories, I suggest you do so at this time. In-flight, in charge of the cabin service, and more importantly cabin safety, your flight 769 Sylvia. Prior to departure, you'll be shown a safety briefing on this A330-300 series aircraft. As it does contain very important information, I do ask that you give it your full attention. I'll get back to you later on in the flight just with an update. For now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
欢迎搭乘国泰航空 CX982华裔家的航班前往广州。再次特别感谢我们。
In-flight announcements are made in English, Mandarin, and Cantonese.
Your safety is important to us, so please take a few minutes to watch the following video as we present the safety features of this aircraft. Keep your arms in front of you and look towards the landing zone.
使用了紧急疏散话电视，请坐直。电视已经收好，请将椅背调直，并扣好安全带。
Finally, and just as importantly,
最后，祝您旅途愉快。
enjoy the journey. Cabin crew, please take off check, please. Thank you.
As we were taxiing towards the runway, the in-flight service manager from business class also came to say hello to us.
My name is Sylvia. We have enjoyed the flight today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cabin crew, please be seated for takeoff. Thank you.
you listen to the pilot's announcement before takeoff, you would know that due to the short flight duration and also the weather, the seatbelt sign would remain on throughout the whole flight. So if you need to use the lavatory, you need to use it before takeoff or after landing. Nonetheless, some passengers had to use it during the flight. I kinda have to use it too, but I'll show you the lavatory and use it after landing. We got this English newspaper from the lounge. As for the in-flight meal, a lot of passengers consumed it before even takeoff. I had a cookie just now, it was good. The sandwich, however, I'm not a big fan of tuna, so I didn't eat it.
No time zone change subject to air traffic control. Current indications have us landing at 8:45. Weather conditions on the ground. There is some showers around the area. Currently showing easterly winds. Temperature is 25 degrees. On behalf of Cathay Pacific Airways and the crew today, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we hope to see you again in the near future. Cabin crew, 30 minutes to landing.
This is so weird. We literally just took off a few minutes ago, and the captain just got onto the PA, telling the cabin crew to prepare for landing. Wi-Fi is available on almost all Cathay aircraft, and it will be available on all aircraft by the end of the year. However, it's not free for economy travelers. On this flight to Guangzhou, expect to pay $4 for a message pass, and for full internet access for the whole flight, $13. Too expensive for a short flight. First class, business class, as well as Cathay Diamond members can enjoy complimentary access.
有門部或方部將承擔相應嘅法律責任。另外，根據中國政府嘅相關規定，
烧发冷、乏力、呕吐、腹泻、皮疹等传染病症状，或已经是诊断有传染病的疾病，请及时告知机舱服务员，主动向海关申报并配合。
We're landing soon. Allow me to quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Hong Kong International. We used the first class check-in, so it was quick and easy. And then we used the Pier first class lounge. We had a quick delicious breakfast and a coffee to go. At the boarding gate, we were the first to board. And then the cabin crew shortly gave us pillows and blanket. And before takeoff, 2 senior crew members came to say hello to us and thank us for our loyalty with One World. I like Cathay Pacific because practically, they treat frequent flyers so well, great lounge access, priority boarding and check-in, as well as complimentary seat selection. But further than that, Cathay's also brilliant when it comes to emotional loyalty, such as personal greeting on board, even in economy class. They treat you like kings and queens. When you fly on other One World carriers, once you're on board, your status almost doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on about the flight, the seat was really comfortable for this short flight. You get less legroom than the high-speed rail train, but it's more comfortable. On the train, you don't get TV or entertainment. You also don't get free snacks and drinks. Overall, I thought Cathay did really well on this half-an-hour flight from Hong Kong to Guangzhou. When you think about it, if you're flying on American Airlines, from New York to Boston, there'll be no service. Last year, I flew Singapore Airlines from Singapore to Penang. Flight duration was about an hour, so much longer than this one. But the amount of food you get isn't that dissimilar. Overall today, it was a great and smooth journey, from check-in to security, also the lounge, boarding and the flight experience. After landing into Guangzhou, I've got 7 hours before I catch my self-connecting flight to Chiang Mai on board China Southern. Now the China Southern vlog would be a different video, but after landing, I'll show you a vlog of Guangzhou, so stay tuned. See you later after landing, bye! We just parked at our disembarking gate and I headed down to the lavatory. Located just behind my seat, row 50. Kahoo! In economy class lavatory, you've got hand cream and hand sanitizer. Today's flight from Hong Kong to Guangzhou was completely full in economy class, by the way. Throwback to a few hours ago in Hong Kong, Mum and I were walking from our home to the airport bus stop. Do you notice something unusual? Mum's dragging her own suitcase. She's not forcing me to do it. That's because she loves it so much. It's Mother's Day and I got her this suitcase from Carl Friedrik. Look at Mummy flexing her new beautiful suitcase. I'm gonna skip to my final destination of today, Chiang Mai, Thailand. This is how the Carl Friedrik suitcase looks like after 2 flights. It still looks clean, smooth and sleek. The wheels are very nice. The suitcase is easy to maneuver. It's quiet when you do so. So at the airport you don't really need the airport trolley. It's effortless to drag along. It's time for ASMR. Don't you like that? Carl Friedrik is known for its durable suitcase. Its hardshell design and a smooth handle mean that this suitcase is built to last. You can visit Carl Friedrik website via the link in the description down below to browse their wide catalogue of check-in suitcases, carry-on, briefcases, tote bags, and a range of accessories. We are self-connecting between Cathay and China Southern. There are 2 different tickets, so we have to claim our bags and then recheck it with China Southern. Thankfully, China Southern and Cathay both use Terminal 2 at Baiyun Airport, so we don't need to transfer between terminals at all. Mum and I both don't have China Southern status, so we need to line up humbly to check in. This took about 15 minutes. So we're gonna check in now, drop our bags, get our boarding passes, and then head downtown, and then come back to the airport about 2 hours before departure. We're now gonna take the Guangzhou Metro to downtown. It costs 8 yuan to go from the airport to downtown, about $1.50 US or $2 Australian dollars. The journey takes about 40 minutes.
The next station is Guangzhou.
So the airport train is line 3. It's a funny one. The train line basically has 3 branches, so it's inevitable that you might have to transfer between the same line. We made it to Guangzhou downtown. It's raining, so it's not hustling and bustling on the street. Mum's got a brolly, but I don't. Thankfully we kept the newspapers from the Pier lounge. Wow, look at those Australian traffic light buttons. Didn't expect to see them in China. We're now taking DD, China's rideshare, from where we were to Takeoff, a Swire shopping centre. Swire is also the parent company of Cathay Pacific. It's a beautiful high-end shopping centre with beautiful lavatories. Unfortunately, we can't find anything that we really want to eat, so we're gonna head down to the street, keep walking until we find one. We're gonna go to Da Jia Fan, which basically means big quail rice. Lunch was delicious. We're now gonna head back to Baiyun Airport Terminal 2. As it turned out, the bad weather also travelled with us from Hong Kong to Guangzhou. Our flight to Thailand has been delayed by 4 hours. We could have stayed in downtown a bit longer, but the weather wasn't that great. We'd rather go to the airport lounge. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the China Southern trip report to Chiang Mai, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and share, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Every week I've got a new video, so don't miss out. I'm gonna take a shower, so bye bye. A big shout out and thank you to each and every of my Patreon member for your contribution to my channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. You may join my Patreon or PayPal me family via the links in the description. You can enjoy perks such as early access to my trip reports and exclusive access to my travel vlogs. Okay, bye now.